Welcome to Intermediate Blending, a follow-up series to Beginning to Blend. I'm JoRaSe, your host for this series, just like the last. Now, let's delve in and begin. So let's get at the third soda can model. Need to get things opened up and set up. So let's go ahead and start screencast. And now we need to import the file. And we're looking for can LODC model.obj. Open it up. And let's go ahead and delete the default cube. And let's get this positioned properly. From above. There we go. Now let's take a look at what we've got. We have the can, little opener thing, and the rest of it looks similar to the previous can. So first off, let's clear all the, go back into edit mode and then clear these sharp edges. Going to edge select mode at the bottom there and mark our edges. So we need this one and then this one on the top, and then the bottom. That one, and that should do it. Let's mark these sides. That one, and that one. Right? Yes. Now we don't worry about this, it'll be fine. And you'll see what I mean. So let's go ahead and mark these as seams. And now we're ready to split the area. Switch the second area over to the UV image editor. Make sure everything is selected and go to shading UVs on the left and do a simple unwrap. And there we have our can. This giant square piece thing is the little opener tab. And it being like that is just fine. You will see why momentarily. First thing we need to do is get it selected. And now we can move it up and just scale it down. Like so, because it's just one color. We don't have to worry about it too much. So let's pin it. And now let's do like we did with the others. Get the top. Which is going to be this one. And move it up, and like we did before, scale it up some and get it into position right about there. Pin it with the P key And back down, grab the other two solid color bits and do what we've done before and just layer them on top of each other first. Now scale that down, and it goes over the square because they're both the same color. Now to grab the two sections here, move them on top of each other, adjust it down a little bit, and now we need to switch into vertice mode. Flatten on the X, which is scale it on the X-axis by 0, and do it again on the other side, and now flip it. And do them all on the X-axis again. And there we go. Now, like last time, these are probably going to be the wrong orientations. Let's go ahead and fix that. Mirror it on the Y-axis, and then mirror it on the X-axis. Go ahead and move it up into position now. Scale it up on the Y a bit. And pin it. We are now ready to export the UVs, and we're going to put it in the correct folder. Can LODC, and make sure all UVs get exported. Now time to open up Inkscape. Do pardon that pop-up. So we want to open up our cans texture.svg, and then our new file, LODC. So now we've got everything loaded up. Let's get the parts that we need here. So we want to copy this, come over to the other window and paste it in. And we're going to scale it accordingly. There we go. And now back over. Grab the gray color. And once more back to the can file. That's in, and now last part. Bring it over, paste it in, and we're going to group it all together. Get it moved into place. And now scale it up. Where it fits just like we want it. Like so. And now we can save it. And go back to Blender and load in our image. And let's fix this. Scale it in on the X. And slide it over on the X, and then we're going to scale it in one more time. I think that was a bit too much. There we go. And slide it over once more. There we go. So now we have our texture. And we can load it in, or view it. And oh, I left the opacity down, didn't I? Okay, it's easy to fix. We just come back over, bump it all the way up, and save the file. Back to Blender, reload the image. And there we go. Now the top needs rotating. It's kind of obvious, but that's easy to do. We just tab back in. And here's one of the wonderful things about the UV editor in Blender. By rotating this, it rotates the file part, or the map on the actual object over here. So we can go into top view, and we can see that maybe just a touch more to get it right on even, like that. And then it's locked in, so we don't have to worry about it. There we go. The final soda can, nice and detailed. Oh, and this one would be viewable from right about here on in. It's a good representation of a real soda can in your hand, and that's what you're looking for on close-up models. That's all for this session of Polygonal Art with JoRaSe. If you enjoyed what you saw, how about giving this video a thumbs up? And don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos from me. In the video description below, you'll find my Patreon link. Feel free to check it out. Now, on to the credits.